Welcome aboard. It's a pleasure to have you join us. Marina Sirtis will be out here in just a couple of minutes. We'll be spending 2 hours with the lady who created and has redefined and perfected the character of Counselor Deanna Troi. She'll be up in just a couple of moments. First, though, for your convenience, here's some of the high points. She has played Counselor Deanna Troi on Star Trek: The Next Generation. And as a point of interest, just about every episode that features Counselor Troi becomes one of the highest rated episodes of the season. And as a matter of fact, Marina's last appearance with us here in QVC was our most successful Star Trek show of all time. So not that the pressure is on, but Marina, welcome to QVC.
Thank you, Steve. How are you?
Great. Just delighted to see you.
This is great. This is such a great welcome. I should come here more often.
Well, we have so many of your fans out there, and we'll be chatting with them, I'm sure, through the show. But we start things off with your opportunity to attend a Star Trek convention. Now, you might live in an area where you can't get to a convention. We're bringing it into your living room. Marina is here, and there couldn't be a better time to pick up the autographed Counselor Troi plaque. $99.75. It's a limited edition of only 2,500. Each one is individually numbered, and each one signed by Marina Sirtis.
I did sign it. I have the corn here on my finger to prove it. Actually, this is a good one to buy this time, only because it's going to be the last time this photo is going to be in a plaque.
Oh.
We have the new season's photos out now, the 7th season. Troy's going to be in a regular Starfleet uniform, you know, from now on.
Oh, that's right.
And so this is the last time you're going to get the opportunity to buy this particular plaque. This is actually my favorite picture of Troi of all time, I have to admit. I think it's the best picture of her. It
captures that Betazoid intensity, if you would. You can see there's something going on there.
Yeah, it's just pretty too, I think.
Indeed. Okay, indeed it is.
The lighting was right, the makeup looked good, it's a nice angle. It was a good hair day, as we can see. I really like that picture. It's my favorite picture. So when you guys called me, I said, this is the picture that I would like in the plaque.
That's great. So actually that puts a little bit of extra urgency on this. The Deanna Troi signed limited edition plaque, of course on Easy Pay, shipped as soon as your credit card is approved. I know a lot of people are going to be shopping for Star Trek Christmas gifts throughout this hour. And let's go back, because you're in an unprecedented 7th season. I mean, only game shows, you know, and only Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. And Cheers, exactly. But for a syndicated show to hang in there, stay #1 for 7 straight seasons. Let's go back to when you were asked to audition. How did things come about? Well, I was just,
you know, an unemployed actress, basically, and I have to admit, and please, you know, don't stone me, but I wasn't a big Star Trek fan. And to me, it was just the job. And so when I started auditioning, we did 6 auditions. Of course, every time you went back, you knew you're getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And so by the end of the auditioning period, which was about 6 weeks, they thought they had hired this very coy, shy, timid little girl. That was the terror. I could hardly speak. I was so scared at that point. When I actually got to work, they thought, who's this? You know, who is this person? We didn't hire this person. But it fitted for Troi, because Troi is not as kind of outgoing, shall we say, as I am. So who they saw at the audition really fitted the character of Troi. And so it kind of worked for me that I was so scared. It kind of worked in my favor.
How has Counselor Troi evolved over these past 7 seasons?
Well, not to kind of diminish her at all, but she's not just decorative anymore. There was a time, do you remember, you know, in the 2nd, 3rd seasons, where she was decorative. I used to feel like a potted palm on the bridge, you know. I was just there to add a bit of colour. But now, ever since they made her a psychologist and gave her that kind of responsibility and gave her her own office, and then finally put her in a uniform, she's become a part of the crew much more. And you know, last season we saw her on away teams. She's now, this is what blows me away, she is now the expert on Romulan technology.
Well, since Face of the Enemy.
Yeah, and me, who had never said a word of technobabble in my life, you know, now I have to learn technobabble, and I'll give you a little secret here on QVC. In an up-and-coming episode, I get promoted.